So, the heads up to this 5-minute quickie is all about just never being the same again and then taking the responsibility to never be the same again. Enjoy. Have a listen.
Warning.
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 Warning. You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Did you know that you'll never be the same? Just now. You're not the same as you were, 5 seconds ago when I said you'll never be the same. Because if you thought about that, you'd probably have a little insight. And therefore you won't be the same. And taking this thought even further, because I was thinking, man, we're bombarded with so much information. Some of it good, and some of them not good at all. You think of all the adverts, all the things you hear people say, the snippets that you read maybe as you're, waiting to buy food and you see the newspaper headlines, or anything and everything is bombarding you with some type of information. Even if you're asking for it, even if you're not. Therefore, without doing anything at all, you could just wander through life. And again, as I said, whether you want it or not, you'll never be the same having had that information come into you, one way or other. Even if it's listening to other people's conversations and things like that, you're taking this stuff in all the time through all your senses. Remember, you're taking it through your sight, your feelings, your hearing, your smell, your taste, any other senses you think you've got. They're all taking information all the time, and your unconscious mind is acting upon it. Okay, it will delete some, it will generalize some, it will distort some, but it all goes in. So, I had another thought. Have you ever seen it's like one of those speeded up films? This is what really made me think about all of this. One of those speeded up films where you see like a seed in the ground. And over about a minute, you see it grow, getting a little taproot and then growing out of the ground with its first leaf. And then its second, then its third, and growing bigger and stronger, until it comes to full bloom or wherever it's going to go. And it's as if it's happened straight away. But if you were to actually bring that down into real time, it would appear that nothing is changing. But it is. If you speeded up your life, I wonder if you'd notice those changes too. And the thing is, those changes, unless you take responsibility for them, those things that will never be the same will be beyond your control, out of your control. And you'll be living at the effect of that information. And when some of that information is so BS, we want to do something about that, don't we? So it's just a little thought I had in this 5-minute quickie is, and we have this little thing in our part of NLP, which is the cause is greater than the effect. And so many people live in the effect side of life. And they have reasons and excuses why things do or don't happen. And a lot of that is because of that information, that they're not taking responsibility to choose what they decide to take in. Because when they choose, and that's a C as well, they're at cause. And being at cause means you're taking responsibility for the information you take in, what you do with that information, and then how you react to it. How you react it with the pictures in your mind, how you react to it in the state that you're in, or you become, i.e. the emotion that you use, and your physiology, the type of physiology you create, which then just comes out as a behavior to other people and to you. And that can be a behavior that you're pleased with and grow with, because you've taken responsibility to look at this information coming your way. Or you've seen it in other people. They just aren't taking responsibility. And the information they're taking in is creating havoc in their lives because the decisions they're making are not based on good information, good thought process. So this is something I'd like you to think about. Think about that seed growing. And if that was you, what type of watering would you like? What type of fertilization would you like? I don't think that's appropriate, Paul. But you know what I mean. Feed, what type of feed? And if we call information our food that we live by, what type of food would you like to have so you grow to be the most healthiest, strongest you? And more importantly, you feel empowered because you chose to create the you that is you. And you're happy then to, as I say, sing from your own voice. Show up being you. None of that old crap, fake it until you make it. And we've talked about that before. But you become you. People talk about being authentic. But that's what it would be. You wouldn't be talking about being authentic and authenticity. You just show up being aligned, congruent, which to me is just being the authentic you, the real you that shines and grows and then, sets a wonderful example to others of the possibilities that abound in this world and show that you're taking and making the most of the limitless potential that you have, infinite possibilities in that potential of you. Because whatever you think you are, we always say, you're more than that. Anyway, that's my thought for the day. Think of all just recap as it were. Think of all that stuff you're being bombarded with and just notice, choose, because you can. Choose what you'd like to take in and how you'd like to use it, and then choose to become that person, even more better than you think you are. Okay. Have a think. It made me think anyway. All right. Oh, as usual, before you go, one or two things, the same old things as usual, if you did enjoy this, just a little bit of a thought, maybe you just share it with your best friend. Maybe if there's other podcasts of Personal Development Unplugged that you got one thing from, if only one thing, would you share it with as many people as you could? I know it takes just maybe 5 minutes, but hell, 5. If you've got something, then, pay it forward would be so good. I'd feel so grateful to you if you just pay it forward. So if you could just share as much as you can with each and every one of anybody. And also, if you would, it takes about 3 or 4 minutes to get onto iTunes and leave a review. If you do that, leave a lovely review, that would be great, because again, that is sharing the word, as it were. And subscribe, because the more you subscribe, the more iTunes will put this forward to other people as a suggestion, which means, more people get to learn the things that you learn, and hopefully this philosophy that we have to make this world a better place, leaving everyone you meet and the things you meet in this world better than when you first met them. That's awesome, isn't it? Okay, and also, as usual, those hypnosis tracks. There's well over 30 now. 30 free hypnosis tracks at paulcloughonline.com/podcast. Sign in there, get them all free, and I'll even send you an email when the new ones are coming out before they actually come out online. Amazing. And also the odd free gift. Ask the people who got theirs last week. Another free hypnosis track that no one else has. Anyway, speak to you real soon. Enjoy now.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.